Hello. Hey, what's up?
What's
I'm
up?
Jacob. This is your boy 3D.
Yeah, not gonna use my real name.
Because he's scared.
I'm not scared.
Why don't you tell the
okay?
people about you burning down furry cons?
Allegedly. So basically, let me lay this out. I got in a little bit of Twitter beef with some people, especially like a large group of people that call themselves conservative and Christian, or a lot of them call themselves conservative and Christian. I made a joke on Twitter. There's these fires that happened at like the furry weekend at Atlanta or whatever it's called.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw it on Twitter because it was everywhere. I was like, you know, it'd be funny is what if I say I did the fires and then like take pictures of me looking like a maniac. And you know, I pretty much just did that. And I wasn't expecting anyone to take it seriously because most of the time whenever I do stupid, ironic jokes like that, my audience usually understands what I'm saying. But in this case, I guess that wasn't it. I guess, you know, they just decided to, well, it wasn't my audience. It was a group of these furry TMZ people or whatever they're called.
What is TMZ?
You don't know what TMZ is? Are you fucking retarded?
Oh, like the...
Yeah, the people... That, yeah, good question. What is furry TMZ?
What would it be?
But it's a group of people that basically track on furry drama. Now, they took my post and they falsely identified me as the culprit behind the fires. However, you did not read through the post and go like, whoa, maybe it's not, maybe this is bait, you know? It's written pretty funny and it's not, it doesn't seem like he's being serious whatsoever in this post. Like, who the fuck would write something like that, you know? But they ran with it. And they posted about it all in their little groups and all in their little Telegram channels. And whenever people started calling them out and saying, guys, you're retarded, this is actual bait. Yeah, they kind of got mad about that, it seems like. And turns out they were wrong. And they have been shown to be wrong here in this case.
Well, yeah, because you trolled them.
Yeah, I fucking trolled them. I didn't even do it out of like on purpose. I did it completely on accident, and that's always what happens with my trending shit, is that it just happens on accident. But they after that, I then had this one fucker, this Wolf Ranger guy, which interesting thing about him is I didn't tell you about this, but Wolf Ranger, the guy that was telling me I'm gonna get bye-bye 25 years in prison for falsely admitting to the crime of starting a fire in a trash can, you know, when I'm in my area, not in Georgia. But he said the funny thing about him is that he's a rape apologist. There's this furry, there's this furry a while ago, and I was looking through Twitter and I saw that he was the guy that said, well, maybe if you didn't get drunk, maybe you wouldn't have been raped. And then I called him out on that. Immediately blocks me on Twitter or on Telegram or whatever. So yeah, I win. But I made a video too after that playing a character called the Fireman. You know, some guy that's just like an arsonist that's fucking mentally insane. And how that video didn't cement the fact that this is all a bit is fucking insane, because the furry drama, whatever, is saying that it was that is evidence that I admitted to the crime. Like, you're fucking stupid, dude. Like, take everything literally in your reality, huh? Take everything at face value because you're mentally unequipped to understand social cues, and I totally understand it.
Breaking: the furry community is not that bright.
Yeah, breaking. But I've been having all day, all morning, these people fucking put like complaining about how I'm such a piece of shit because I told an edgy joke on the internet, and oh, I'm such a retard. I'm going to go to prison for the rest of my life because I did something. Oh, the police are going to be knocking on my door. Yeah, buddy. And I even had some people, send my Twitter account to the police department in Atlanta.
Good. I hope you do 25 to life. You criminal.
But the funny thing about that is that the Atlanta PD, they're going to look at this, and like I was saying, the saying, fool you once, shame on me, fool you twice, shame on you.
It's fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Anyways,
because if you get tricked twice, if you get tricked by the same twice, if somebody does something to you one time and you don't see it coming, yeah, it's they're being malicious. But if you let them do that thing to you again, you're being ignorant.
Yeah,
because you know better.
Oh yeah. Well, that's what's going on here. They're fucking falling for it several times. I've literally posted 3 videos, and each video they don't catch on. Like I get more insane in each one.
Yeah, I can't believe that he showed me the one where he was kind of like acting like a crazy person, and the fact that anybody believed that he was being serious. I mean, I guess you're a good actor.
I'm really good at playing someone mentally insane. I've studied schizoids a lot. But...
So let's get right into some local news here, because there's quite a few things I want to talk about. The news leader, the Springfield news leader, has been wilding out, saying some crazy shit. Like I saw this article. Reports show rising anti-Semitism, white supremacy propaganda, and anti-LGBTQ sentiment in Missouri. Oh. Fuck me. Okay,
there we go.
Here it goes. A record amount of white supremacist activity was reported in Missouri in 2023, placing it among the states with the highest number of incidents in a new report from the Anti-Defamation League, which the Anti-Defamation League is one of those like newspeak, like liberal organizations where it's like anti-defamation, but all they do is defame people. Missouri ranked 6th in the nation with 283 incidents of white supremacy activity last year. Like, how do you even quantify that? Like, oh, we found a Patriot Front sticker on a telephone pole. That's white supremacist activity.
Whoa.
A 74% increase over the previous record of 123 incidents set in 2022. According to the study, it marked the highest level of incidents since ADL began tracking such data in 2017. Curious what the actual evidence is. Missouri's white supremacist activity was fueled by national and local groups, said Jordan Kadosh, Jewish, regional director of ADL Heartland based in St. Louis. With a national and homegrown hate group actively peddling hate in our region, this is a real and growing problem we need to solve together. In 2023, white supremacist propaganda was reported in Washington, D.C., and every U.S. state except Hawaii and Alaska. The states with the highest level activity from least to most active were Virginia, Texas, California, New York, Massachusetts, Missouri, Tennessee, Michigan, Maryland, and North Carolina. The ADL Center on Extremism data includes the distribution of racist, anti-Semitic, LGBT flyers, stickers, banners, so it is the stickers, 50 white supremacists, Patriot Front, National Justice Party, Goyim Defense League.
The Goyim Defense League. Is that real? Holy
yeah,
shit.
I guess that's like a white nationalist. Well, I know what white nationalist organization I'm gonna join. The Goyim Defense League. That's so fucking funny. We gotta Google this, dude. We gotta Google this.
Google it real quick. Yeah, copy and paste it.
This makes me think too. There was this really shitty song from this artist in Tennessee. He's like a trans. Did you see this? It was like the Goyim Defense League is an American neo-Nazi, anti-Semitic hate group and conspiracy theory network of individuals who are active on social media websites.
Goyim TV. Holy shit.
Oh no.
Oh god.
Those goys are angry. Bro, you got to see this, though. There was this, everybody's been talking about it this week. It's this fucking retarded rapper guy. No hate, like Christian Love. Have you seen this?
No.
Dude, it's so embarrassing. Like, people have been playing the TikTok, but this is an artist from Tennessee. Calls this.
Mute it. Yeah, mute it.
Oh, I got to mute my mic.
Hey, we got a
Punk rock is dead.
voice message on that one group us.
Oh, what? Let's.
Oh, we got banned.
Oh, we got banned.
Whoopsie.
We're banned.
We're banned.
So,
you guys suck.
Yeah.
I win, you lose.
So,
I'm better than you.
So yeah, white supremacy is up. Allegedly, that's ridiculous. That guy was like doing a song in Tennessee about like LGBTQ people being discriminated against because you can't wear drag or burlesque stuff in public. It's apparently just some kind of like clout chasing pervert. But
Yeah.
you know, I think I'd rather, like, if I was gonna go have lunch with somebody, I'd rather have lunch with somebody from the Goyim Defense League, that fucking loser.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, it'd be an interesting conversation.
The Goyim Defense League.
That shit is so funny, dude. I can't believe that that's a thing.
I really wish I could have read that.
So next, what I got here is this is kind of a hit piece the Missouri News Leader did, or the Springfield News Leader did, about Miriam, where she's endorsed by the Republican National Convention now, which should be a good thing. Like, I would assume that she'd be able to, like, I'm not really sure what it means, but it seems like she'll get more support, like a more backing this way, which I would think would be a good thing since Miriam is such a good candidate. SPS board member elected to Republican National Committee vows to fight socialist agenda. Springfield School Board member Miriam Mamahadika was elected Saturday to represent Missouri as part of the Republican National Committee, which develops and promotes the Republican brand and is a political platform across the country. The RNC helps with fundraising and election strategy. And there's some quotes from her that are really good. She gave Saturday. Oh, here's the speech she gave Saturday. It says, "I found the promise of freedom, liberty, and prosperity that was fought and won for us, that now we must fight to preserve. Life is precious, and saving lives is all I have ever done." A retired pathologist who spent the bulk of her career working for Cox Health. As a doctor and serving on the school board of the largest district in the state, I have fought to protect and educate children because they are indeed precious and they are our future. Was first elected to the school board in 2021, winning the most votes in the election. She was reelected April 2nd, along incumbent idiots Daniel Kincaid and Susan Provance. Here's them being sworn in. She was endorsed by the Springfield National Education Association, Back on Track PAC, which is like Calvin Morrow's thing that he's associated with. She goes on in her speech, like so many children were preyed upon to become globalists and socialist warriors right here in Southwest Missouri. Listen to this, dude. The buckle of the Bible Belt, the conservative foothold. She said we're preyed upon to become globalist and socialist warriors, which is like a bold, very true thing to say. She said in the video sent to the News Leader, "I realized I needed to stand up and speak the truth in a time of darkness and deception. I have not stopped." So she's just like, the reason I love her so much is because she really is just like a normal mother and like a voice of reason and all this stuff. And to read some of the comments that were on the Facebook page, because one of our favorite people, Brittany Dizzer,
Our pretty little princess.
Our little princess, Brittany Dizzer. What'd she say? So the article said we're elected to Republican National Committee, and she said, "This is why people need to show up for school board elections. What happens in our school district impacts the whole community. Since we are the largest other schools follow our board actions. MAGA hate has no place on the nonpartisan board. Holding an elected office for any political party does disqualify you from SPS school board." Yeah, but if you're not allowed to be associated with a political party, nobody would be able to run for anything. Like, were you not promoting the Brittany Dyer? Plus, it was a political thing. Like, you remember the ads where it was like, vote for these 3 liberal candidates to get rid of wild.
Yeah, I remember that.
No books are being banned.
And we never,
And we got our fucking coverage censored.
Yeah,
they wouldn't let us run that ad because we're conservatives.
Yeah. But, and another thing, too, going back to my little controversy, it's really crazy whenever you see...
Oh, it's all about you, Leighton.
Yeah, it's been a crazy day. But, I mean, fake conservatives are still out there. Fake Christians and stuff. Because, like, we were talking in the car earlier about how it's like a fashion piece now, though.
Yeah, it's weird that, like, because, I feel like Christians are going to continue to be, like, demonized heading into this election cycle, but also to, like, the transgressive kind of, like, people who actually do want to be punk rock. I feel like Christianity and conservative values are somewhat fashionable. So you do have like more bad actors right
Yeah.
now, like claiming to be Christian and conservative because it's kind of it gets you a little bit of clout right now, and not with the left, but just like in general because it's the new counterculture, conservatism and
Especially,
Christianity.
I saw this trans lady at this club that I was at, and they were wearing a crucifix on their necklace, and I
That's
was like,
ridiculous.
are you Christian? And they're like, no, not really. And it's like that's so weird that you would here. Let me get your second camera on. It's just so weird that oh shit. Yeah, it's just so weird that people, like that are using as fashion pieces. But it's true, it is a fashion piece because we're cool, we're awesome, we're hip.
Yeah, well, people have been saying for a long time, like one of my favorite commentators, Gavin McInnes, he was big in the punk rock scene and kind of like a taste maker and a guy who like helped make what is cool, like Vice magazine and stuff. But like, conservatism is the new punk rock. It really is. The thing, like that guy from Tennessee, like try to be punk and be like, "Oh, you can't wear a dress," and like it's embarrassing.
Yeah, I mean the thing about conservatives is that we're all for saying whatever the hell you want, and just like using like it's pretty punk rock because we like I mean as I think it's just because of my worldview because I'm conservative, so I think it's punk rock, but I don't know. We are cool though.
We definitely are like actually into free speech, unlike some other people who call themselves conservatives.
Yeah, if you are saying that there's a boundary to free speech, then you're not for free speech. There's certain things I will agree that don't qualify under free speech, but some things, most certainly do, especially jokes. Like I mean, if you're telling a joke, it doesn't matter. You're just doing it for a satire bit. That's fine. But if it's like, I think like with stuff like the some of the free speech absolutists though are pretty weird too because some of them are into all that kiddie porn shit and all that. So
yeah, well, I don't, maybe like furry free speech absolutist, but like Gavin McInnes is a free speech absolutist, and that just essentially means you're not going to get in trouble for saying words.
Yeah, I agree with Gavin McInnes on that. We need to. There's a lot
to get him on the show.
Yeah, we could probably do it. I mean,
could probably get his producer. I know Ryan, but
yeah,
we would argue about Catholicism.
I mean, yeah, I know that you're in that group chat. Fella, you're coming back inside. I know that you're in that group chat with the producers, so you could probably get him on. But yeah, I'm all for freedom of speech. I think you should be allowed to say whatever the fuck you want without repercussions.
Right. Yeah, me too.
Legal repercussions. Now, if a black guy punches you for saying the N-word, that's completely different.
Yeah.
But if, like you losing your job because of something you said on Twitter or, the police coming after you because you made a joke, that's different. That's the government coming after you.
Right. This is another story I want to talk about here with, I think this is about MTG, Marjorie Taylor Greene, because Mike Johnson was one of the rhinos that proposed that bill to send more money to Israel. Mm-hmm. You remember that?
Yeah.
We talked about it a couple weeks ago. So Greene lacked much support within her party to oust House Speaker Mike Johnson, winning just 11 votes. But she made a motion to kick Mike Johnson out, which is good because he's not looking out for America First interest while Marjorie Taylor Greene is. So I just kind of shout out to Marjorie Taylor Greene for
she's making some pretty
fighting the good fight.
She's making some pretty big strides in Congress. She used to just kind of do nothing and just be a joker, but
yeah, I'm a big fan of hers.
She's pretty cool.
She puts her money where her mouth is, and then
she does believe in some whack job stuff, but it's whatever.
What, like the MAGA laser?
Yeah, and the QAnon.
I don't. You always say that. Prove that fucking Marjorie Taylor Greene has ever referenced QAnon.
Special Agent Q. Oh, she is Special Agent.
Yeah, that's what people don't want you to know. And then I thought this was really funny. We've been trying to cover the Trump, trying to keep my computer from melting down too. But so they had Stormy Daniels back on the stand last week. Trump hush money trial, 5 key quotes from Stormy Daniels. So it was actually really bad for them because Stormy Daniels lost her last trial, so she owes legal fees. So it shows you how desperate they're getting in this show trial that they have to bring Stormy Daniels back out. But she pretty much said on the stand that she like hated Trump. And I guess Trump has violated his gag order again because he said something on Truth Social. The judge noted that he was surprised that Trump's lawyer didn't object more during Daniels' testimony. Was often upbeat and fast-paced as the highest profile witness called by the prosecution so far in the trial over charges of business fraud related to hush money payment. She received $130,000 in 2016 to keep silent about what she said about a sexual encounter with Donald Trump. Her testimony came one day after the judge overseeing the trial found Trump in contempt again for violating a gag order that bars him from attacking jurors, witnesses, and court staff. Anyways, it just shows you how fucking desperate they are that they have Stormy Daniels up again. Okay, Daniel hates Trump. Am I correct that you hate President Trump? Trump's attorney, Susan Nichols, asked Daniels. Yes, Daniels said. And you want him to go to jail? I want him to be held accountable, Daniels said. Asked whether that means go to jail, Daniels said, if he's convicted. Brief sexual encounter. Yeah, so anyways, the Trump trial is still going, kids.
Yeah, it's going to be going to the whole fucking election, dude.
The next thing I wanted to talk about is King of the Groiper, Nick Fuentes, is back on Twitter.
Uh-oh.
And, this is a win for free speech absolutists. I disagree with a lot of what Nick Fuentes says, but, he should be able to have a platform to speak. And he has actually had some good takes recently. Because he's weird because this was his first post he made when he got back. It's pretty awesome, right? But I've seen a lot of guys like Jake Shields and who else is it? Fucking Andrew Tate talking about him and stuff. Let's see. He says 7 years ago, I was canceled by Ben Shapiro at age 18 because I said he put Israel first instead of America. 5 years ago, I was canceled by Charlie Kirk because I questioned his support for mass migration, gay pride, and Israel lobby. Now everybody sees that I was right. Said something last night that I thought was really interesting. Oh, okay. So I guess Biden has agreed to stop sending money to Israel. I hope that Biden follows through with this threat to cut off military aid to Israel. There must be consequences for their defiance. Israel is not entitled to $1 from the United States, especially to support a war with that our president has repeatedly asked them to finish. And then I didn't know he was on Alex Jones. That's kind of wild.
It reminds me very much of that dossier that came out about Trump and the golden.
Anyways, interesting commentator. Definitely somebody I disagree with a lot. But this reminds me, relating to us getting out of the war with Israel, I reposted some stuff on my feed. John Doyle was really upset with this. There's this Netanyahu post.
The Jewish people were totally defenseless against those who sought our destruction. No nation came to our aid.
He's talking about
Today,
the Holocaust.
We again confront enemies bent on our destruction. I say to the leaders of the world, no amount of pressure, no decision by any international forum will stop Israel from defending itself.
Well, now they're being aggressors. And, he says that nobody came to their aid during World War II, but it's like, dude, we literally established the state of Israel for you. And John Doyle posted the graves, World War II graves, and just captioned it, fuck you, because he said that nobody came to their defense. It's like tens of thousands.
Stormed the beaches of Normandy.
Yeah, it's such a ridiculous thing to say.
It wasn't really, we didn't fight the war specifically for them. We did, mainly fight the war for the, the Nazi trying to take over everything.
Well, we were fighting the Nazis, yeah.
But yeah, the Holocaust, I can't remember if that came after, if we found out about it after, or if that was, we already knew about it. I don't know. I'm not much of a World War II nut, but
I think we were aware of the concentration camps to some extent at that point.
You have to remember this wasn't the age of the internet.
Other news today, pro-Palestine protesters were out in force last night, marching toward the Met Gala. But NYPD was ready with the security perimeter.
So what's interesting about this is liberal elite being annoyed by the useless idiots that they've created with their rhetoric and propaganda. So the liberal elite, inside the Met Gala have the same beliefs as the people protesting on the street, but the people protesting on the street are protesting against the liberal elite now. So it's like a very confusing kind of like you reap what you sow kind of thing.
Set up around the event and the Stephen Fabian reports it held.
It's the heart-stopping moment. Hundreds of protesters storm a police barricade trying to reach the world-famous Met Gala. Their target, the Metropolitan Museum on Fifth Avenue, where A-list celebs were paying $75,000 a ticket to attend the most opulent, over-the-top blowout party of the year. Pro-Palestine marchers gathered at Hunter College and marched up Madison Avenue, heading for a ring of steel barricades that police had set up to protect the gala. They discovered a weak point where cops were
quite well.
Yeah, and it's interesting too because they they end up burning an American flag, which it's illegal to burn things in public. So it's like these people should be arrested.
Their march back downtown. And look, an American flag was burned at a Central Park memorial dedicated to the more than 100,000 Americans who died in World War I. The memorial itself was desecrated with graffiti. Mayor Adams is outraged, and he's adding $5,000 of his own money to attend.
It's weird, the comparisons to these liberals to the Nazis, because they want to control everything. They want to control what you can say. They want to control whether or not you have a gun, and they also hate the Jews.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, these comparisons are crazy, right? Like,
yeah, I mean, it's crazy. It sucks because it's like that's what the left does. They're like, "Oh, you bad, you Nazis," but it's like it feels like the farther we go down on the timeline, the more it's like actually they are kind of like Nazis.
Well, you see, they are the only party that is using violent means right now to try to get their way,
like Antifa and everything.
Yeah, Antifa. I mean, you can say that conservatives can be violent every now and again, but what I'm seeing most of the time, I
definitely can be.
I can be violent too.
We're about to go get violent after the stream. We're gonna box.
We're gonna burn nothing.
I guess we could burn an American flag in the square and not get prosecuted.
I guess I could burn a pride flag.
Dude, well, if you remember, that makes me think. We'll do a little. It's funny because they burn an American flag and get in no trouble. But I remember when Enrique Tarrio, the leader of the Proud Boys, burnt a pride flag, he got charged.
I thought they're Proud Boys.
Yeah, the leader of the Proud Boys.
Wouldn't they be prideful?
Well, look at this, because it's just like a Proud Boy leader who burned a Black Lives Matter flag gets 5 months in jail.
Like, fucking why? Like, this is so stupid. Oh,
but if you burn the American flag, nobody does anything. We don't care.
It's like, yeah, I mean, fucking
two justice systems. We talk about this all the time, but there really are.
We live in a really fucked up justice system. Like, it's just like people, if they disagree with you, they're gonna try everything in their power to get you arrested and shit.
Yeah,
like to silence you. So
kind of like your haters being like, "We're gonna dox you and have the police sent to your house."
Well, the only difference here is that they're a bunch of fat furries and
they're not actually gonna do anything.
Yeah.
Oh, this one was interesting too. Check this out. So.
Oh yeah, is Barron Trump gonna do politics?
Yeah, it looks like it. So Barron Trump's gonna be our fucking president like 2 decades from now.
He's
but
gonna be our dictator, dude.
His name is Barron. Like, he's gonna be the first American dictator. That's what's not really. Maybe. Let's see. Barron Trump is picked to be delegate at the Republican convention. In his most political role to date, Donald J. Trump's youngest son will serve as a delegate from Florida just a few months after graduating high school, which is badass.
He looks like a graper.
He looks like a taller, better-looking version of his father. Dude, kid's like 7 foot tall.
I'm just saying, like, he needs to.
Oh, look at that last name. After years in which his privacy has been fiercely guarded and he has kept out of political arena, former President Donald J. Trump's youngest son, Barron, was chosen to be one of Florida's delegates to the Republican National Convention. Turned 18 this year and will graduate high school this month. Will be one of 41 at-large delegates at the party's national meeting in July. So I'm excited that Barron Trump is starting his political career early.
I really hope he wins. He would be really good.
I think that he's probably pretty dialed into what's happening, like watching the persecution of his father and like being so close to all this stuff.
I think he would probably be the biggest free speech absolutist.
His power levels are increasing.
Like, he's gonna be the
clear.
supreme dictator, dude. He's gonna be the supreme graper.
So also I wanted to talk about the Kendrick and Drake beef a little bit, which is really interesting. There hasn't been a good rap beef in a while. And what I think it's interesting too, because it's emblematic of our culture where these two like mainstream successful guys are kind of like acting like they're gonna like kill each other or do something, which is just like such a bad influence on young people. The undeniable truth of Kendrick Drake beef. But what's really funny is with the Kendrick diss track, Not Like Us, he doxed fucking Drake.
Did he actually give him his home address?
Okay, so look at the cover photo. This is Drake's mansion, and those red dots indicate sexual predators.
That is so funny,
dude.
Holy shit.
And so I guess Drake started it and brought up his family and stuff, and like the bars are ridiculous. Like he's calling Drake a pedophile, talking about like the Billy Bobby Brown stuff, talking about Drake's child that he doesn't father, Adonis. And then if you don't know about Adonis, Pusha T and Drake had a beef back in the day where he kind of revealed that Drake had a son named Adonis. This is Drake in blackface.
Can I do it?
Yeah, you can do that. So
does this mean I can do it?
Culturally, that's what's happening right now in America. And it's interesting because Kendrick kind of represents the authentic, the real, the Compton kid, uses his real name, K.
I like Drake though. I mean,
and then Drake is kind of more of the plant, was like the movie guy that like had the good persona that got famous. And you know, typically like with his brutals, Kendrick's being in his bars, I would think that he's being fucked up. But it's like hard not to enjoy somebody taking the piss out of Drake because it's fucking Drake.
It's nice to see a good shitstorm every night.
It really is. But
some blood sports, you know.
Some blood sports. Yeah,
some
so
internet blood sports.
I've been tracking that a little bit. It's pretty entertaining. But both of them are like, I don't know. Kendrick used to be kind of based, and then after Roe v. Wade got overturned and stuff, he started talking about like women's rights, and like he started like thinking like he was wearing like the crown of thorns and doing some blasphemous stuff. So I don't really have a dog in this fight either, but it's definitely Kendrick is the people's champion. Drake just has like this fake aura, but I have seen like people.
I just like Drake's music, dude.
Of course you do. You're gay.
Drake's the type of guy that whenever someone sets out a pie on the window, he like starts floating in the air. Have you seen those videos? Look up the Drake is the type of guy memes.
Oh gosh, I saw one that was like Drake is the type of guy that when you and your bros are all laughing, hanging out, he like says softly, "I needed this." I got kind of embarrassed when I saw that because I was like, "That's me."
I don't think you're sharing audio.
I must be. Thank you everybody for watching this afternoon's episode of Late Night Freedom Stream. We're gonna go punch some shit. So
punch some shit.
Yeah.